Hi, I'm Lisa from Gisborne Health Essentials, and today I have with me Naareda, our kinesiologist. And we're going to chat to you today, well, mainly Naareda is going to chat to you today in terms of what you can do to really support your bodies, support your health and well-being while the world's in crisis. So, being a kinesiologist, Naareda works on many different levels. It's not just the physical body. Did you want to explain just a little bit about kinesiology first?
Okay. So in kinesiology, we use the muscles in the body to locate a point of origin of an imbalance. And that can be in the physical body, it can be in the emotional body, the mental body, or the spiritual body. So there are many bodies to us, not just the physical. So I think today, Lisa and I discussed we need to talk about those other bodies, because I think the media and these gorgeous naturopaths are all looking after the physical body for you guys, with supplements and all of those sorts of things. We're told to wash our hands, that's in the physical. We're told to do all these physical things, isolate, but we're not taught how to calm our nervous systems down. And I guess that's what I do in my clinic space, mainly, to be really honest. But there are some very simple things that we can do right now to help us drop back into our nervous system that supports us rather than puts us into fight-flight, which everybody seems to be in.
Yeah,
the minute you walk into a shopping centre or into the supermarket,
even just out on the street here,
you can feel it. And so it's really important to give you guys the tools to be able to bring yourselves back into your heart space, back into your own, where we operate better. So when we're in our heart space, we're rational. And we're able to just calm down. Because we all just need to just calm down. So
So before this video, Naareda and I were playing around using some kinesiology, and all I had to do was say the word coronavirus, and my whole body went into stress mode. And I'm sure we're all the same right now. It is a stressful word for us, let alone what's happening at the moment.
Yes, because the energy around the word has a whole lot of energy around it.
Everything's energy about it now. I can feel my head going all crazy.
Correct. So, dropping out of the fear is really what we need to do. We're all in fear, but we also need to be able to, there's a difference between being smart and letting it top you over so you're incapable of anything, and it also affects the immune system. The minute we, as you know.
Absolutely. And you know, it's one of the main things really we can do to help our immune system. We talk a lot in this shop about boosting our immune system. This is the main thing that we can do. Even just our simple breathing can make such a difference. Did you want to walk us through even just the breathing that we can do?
Definitely. So it's very easy to do anywhere you are. If you're in the car and you're stressed, you can just take a few deep breaths. It doesn't take hours of meditation to do this. I think that's the thing that we can do is just actually stop. I think the first thing we need to do when we're really stressed is just stop. Sit down or go outside, even better. Put your feet on the grass, and bare feet on the grass is one of the best things that we could be doing at the moment.
Or even just if you are stuck inside, both feet
on the ground. Grounding, just setting that intention to ground. The other thing about is I meant to mention to you earlier is sunshine's really great for this, and they're saying that heat is really good for this virus and that it kills it, so forth. So grounding, whether it be on the grass or at your desk or wherever you are, and just stopping for a moment and just consciously taking 3 big belly breaths. So I'll do one at the moment. So you're breathing in and you're breathing out through your mouth. Just slowly and on purpose, really. And just by doing that, your whole body just calms down. Can you feel that?
It feels calmer in the room.
So I've been stopping
just that whole being aware, like we often do, end up just breathing up here, don't we? And
Yeah.
So just making sure that when we are talking about breathing, we're talking about trying to get it into that
The
lower
belly,
belly, which will really help ground you.
Correct.
As well as be so much better for your lungs, which we need to look after at the moment.
Correct. It also brings what we call all the bodies into our physical body.
Yeah.
So it just drops us back in, because when we're in fight, flight, or we're in fear, it's kind of like our body, our spirits, or our souls kind of jump out. We get back.
Yeah.
And then just by breathing and grounding, you actually bring yourself back, so then you can actually make rational decisions. And it feels so much calmer and more peaceful.
So this is kind of what's happening at the moment, is like a bigger scale in terms of what you do with your clients. Anyway, yeah. Usually it's like one traumatic experience or some sort of pattern that they've got going on, whereas at the moment it's in your face constantly.
Correct. Yes. The other fantastic tool that I do teach in clinic, which I thought would be a really great thing to teach today, is how to switch over your nervous system and bring yourself back to your heart space. And the heart meridian runs under the arm all the way along the little finger. So both sides, runs all the way along, run to the little finger. And what we can do is hold some points on our wrists that are the source point to the heart meridian. So what it does, it's immediately calming, it immediately changes your nervous system over. Well, I find that as soon as I do it, straight away. So hands together, really easy to do. Hands together, either way, doesn't matter which way is comfortable for you.
Maybe this way.
That way, okay. So the little finger side, you have 2 fingers on there, just very lightly, on that bone, and then your thumb on the other there.
Just here.
Yeah. So what I have noticed is sometimes we press really hard, loosen the grip, so it's just a very light touch. And you can actually hold that while you breathe, and you can close your eyes.
And curl the fingers.
Yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as these points are held. And what you'll feel is a pulse eventually. And the more you practice this, and so when clients come to see me, the next day when I ring them and check in on them, I say, "Are you holding your heart points?" Yes, they do. And when you remember to hold your heart points, it immediately brings you back. I had an experience a couple of weeks ago where I had an anxiety attack, actually, a fright, I would call it, and because my son was going, remember when my son had his operation, and the first thing I remembered to do, thankfully, was hold my heart points, and it just immediately brought me back, and it calmed me down, and I didn't feel so, immediate.
Yeah, so and it does feel beautiful.
It does.
Just holding this.
You can do that at the lights. You can do that, anywhere you are. No one needs to know.
Supermarket
in a supermarket queue, you can do your breathing. So
just really to center, ground yourself, and keep in the present.
Well, that's it. This brings you exactly right. Brings you back to the present moment where you have the power to choose. When we're in the past or the future, we're not in the present, and we can't make those decisions.
And a lot of what's going on at the moment, I'm going to keep doing this.
That's all right.
A lot of what we're finding at the moment is it's not the present that's an issue, because it's really not huge in Australia at the moment. It's that people are focusing on what does the future hold, what does it mean for us. So the more we can just stay in the present, which is all we've got control of, the better that we're going to be, and the better that we'll get through this as well.
Definitely.
Which is what we all want. Like, we're all in this together, which is kind of lovely. Like, we really could be supporting each other through this, because we are all in this together.
Definitely.
And the more support we can provide each other, the better off we'll all be.
Yeah, really. Be kind to our fellow humans, because we are all. Check in on particularly people who are elderly. People who are all live alone. Just check in. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Or even just smiling at people you walk past, and saying hi makes such a difference to people.
Yeah, definitely. Is there?
That's beautiful. I feel more grounded.
Good. Good. And I guess if you can do meditation too, not a guess. Meditation will really help. Just stopping and practicing your meditation.
Yeah.
And if you've never done meditation before, now's the time to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really does
Yoga
bring you
as
back.
well.
Yoga,
The classes haven't been stopped. Reflection Wellness still have their classes going on. Obviously, they're being very vigilant when it comes to hygiene. Their classes are smaller, but they're still going on, and it's such a good way of connecting, which we still need to do. If at some point classes need to be online, there'll be plenty of options, but at the moment we've still got the option of going in there if you feel comfortable with that, connecting with others, connecting with yourself, and it's just, we all need to do it now.
We do. This is forcing us, which is good.
Yeah, it is good in a way.
It's really good. You gotta always take the positives.
That's right.
Out of the negatives.
And forcing us to really look after ourselves, which can't be a bad thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I'm sure we'll come out of this all much stronger.
Yeah, we will. Definitely.
All right. Thanks, Naareda. Thanks for chatting to us today.
Pleasure.
You can book appointments to see Naareda. So she's here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday at Gisborne Health Essentials. Just book online or call us. Our website's www.healthboutique.com.au. Thank you.